Hey guys, I'm Logan from Season 3, Episode 17 of Castle. Here we go.
Sir, radiation teams have finished sweeping the immediate area. Negative across the board. If they move the device, not nearby.
The problem is they also switched freaking cars, and this is very, very bland.
Jamal must have sensed we were closing in. He gave us something to chase, throw us off the target. He's playing us.
So we're back to square one.
Fowler knows he's chasing a dead man?
No, they won't know unless we get out of here.
Think they're coming back?
No.
Why would they?
For Jamal. Why else would they keep his body on ice?
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
Preserve his body for some reason. I'm thinking they wanted his body in that van with the bomb. That way when the bomb goes off.
They'd have his remains and his DNA at the crime scene. People would think that he was the terrorist.
Right, and the real terrorists would get away scot-free.
Okay, so then the question is, why? Got any bars on your phone?
No. Wait. No.
No.
Alright, let's not panic yet.
How long do you think we're gonna last just like this?
12 hours at the most.
That's what I thought too.
Y'all should huddle together to stay warm.
Whoa. Wow, that door's made of steel. I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Castle, nobody knows that we're in here. Nobody even knows to look for us. We're gonna freeze to death if we don't get out of here. Hurry. You didn't have to come back. I was fine, you know.
Fine? I can literally feel your anxiety level rising the further we go from the
Shit.
city. A spiritual retreat is supposed to be spiritual, darling, not stressful. Well, do it another time when you don't have a test hanging over you. Although I could have written you a brilliant excuse. I used to write the best one for your father. Circus accidents, apartment, fires, movie night?
I don't know. He has the projector up, but...
Come on.
Huh. He's not here.
Well, maybe he's out. As in...
Yes, but he always calls when he's out or leaves a note.
Well, he figured we were gone, so why bother? It's late, darling. Come on.
He needs your
We'll
help.
ask him in the morning.
This doesn't make any sense.
Come on, guys.
These guys that work for Jamal's moving company, they are Middle Eastern, but most of them are citizens born here in the States. Aside from a couple of traffic violations, their records are clean.
Maybe that's why they were recruited.
Now you're starting to sound like Fallon. Maybe Castle was right. Maybe there is something else going on.
There is something else going on, and y'all need to freaking help them.
Compared to a nuke, a dirty bomb is a fairly crude device. It's designed to instill fear in the populace. The majority of the immediate damage is going to come from a conventional explosion, creating a kill zone.
Like Oklahoma City.
Except for it's not just a building that falls. It spreads radiation for several blocks. That's your secondary kill zone. If left untreated, people can die from radiation poisoning in less than a week.
Oh my god.
But what makes this such an effective terror weapon is the outer zone. In this area, everybody seems fine at first. Then the cancer starts showing. Babies, kids, adults. And with every new case that's reported, people flock to the emergency rooms, overwhelm the system. It's like we're being attacked all over again. If we can't find the bomb, maybe we can find the target. Pull everybody you got. Give me a list of every significant event going on in the city for the next 48 hours. Any place where people might gather in large numbers.
This is New York City. There are 100 events going on every day. We have to narrow it down.
Focus on anything political or government related. Are any sporting events going on? What's happening at the UN? Maybe there's a reason they're choosing to strike now.
Sir, can I speak with you alone?
Excuse us. So what's wrong?
I just got off the phone with Castle's daughter. Apparently he hasn't come home and she hasn't been able to reach him on his cell.
So?
Castle got kicked off the task force. Why isn't he at home?
How should I know?
Rebecca's not answering her phone either.
We thought, given their history, that...
We thought the two of them might have got onto something.
You two do realize that a terrorist cell is threatening to strike and thousands of lives may be at risk.
Yes, sir.
What do you want me to do? Send out a search party because your pals aren't answering their cell phones in the middle of the night? For all I know, they could be out having a cold one.
Captain.
I appreciate your concern.
Oh, come on, they've done this before.
But they can take care of themselves. Besides, we have a terrorist to find.
Can't feel anything.
Well, they can't die. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this, but I know they can't die, you know?
Okay.
She can't die, so... Great.
Beckett, where is she? Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Where is she?
She's gonna be fine. We're both fine. Got you just in time.
Josh.
Hey, so you're recovering from a moderate case of hypothermia. You're gonna be a little bit sluggish for a while. But with some warmth and some fluids, you should be all right.
Why is he here?
Didn't know. It's gonna hurt. Okay. Let's see if I can't get you to sit up.
I thought he was out of the country.
There you go.
How'd you find us?
No, Alexis called. Said you didn't come home.
Alexis, she's supposed to be out of town.
Guess she came back. We figured you were with Beckett until Josh called.
We thought you must be out there doing something incredibly stupid against orders. So we sent patrol units everywhere we figured you'd be moronic enough to go. Found Beckett's car, searched the area till we found the light from the storage container.
Well, I'm glad my stupidity is predictable. You pulled us out there?
Damn.
Thanks.
So your boys back in town?
Mm-hmm. We came back.
So what does that mean to you?
Means we have a chance.
Oh.
Come.
You sure didn't believe us?
I mean, yay, but
Residual radiation along with a military-grade Semtex. There's no question that device was here.
We think that he was keeping tabs on one of his drivers, Kevin McCann.
We pulled McCann's root records. Turns out he visited that storage facility in Washington Heights where the radioactive material was being kept, and this warehouse long before Amir.
McCann was here before me.
Yeah, it looks like Amir was following McCann, trying to figure out what he was up to until he was caught and killed.
And with Amir, their intended patsy, dead, we think they were trying to implicate his cousin Jamal as the bomber. That's why they were keeping his body on ice.
yep.
Did you see any other members of the cell here?
No, it was dark.
And they were shooting.
But we do know that the bomb is housed in a white commercial van with a rear and side passenger door.
A white van in New York City. Well, that narrows it down.
It's not white
We saw the
anymore.
counter. It's set to go off at 4 o'clock today.
Look, I know all the evidence points to Amir and Jamal, but something bigger is going on here, and Kevin McCann is involved.
Got it.
Damn it.
Yo, that was a taxi company. McCann's supposed to be on shift right now, but he didn't show up. He's not answering his phone.
Of course he's not.
DMV lists an apartment off Jerome Avenue in the Bronx.
All right, get a team together. Go up there and get him.
Agent Fallon?
Yeah.
Given the circumstances, we'd like to request to be reinstated on the task force.
Well, that's not up to me. Be up to your doctor again.
Can I get a doctor's note?
Look, I need you girls to do something for me. But I don't want you to ask any questions. I want you to go to the Hamptons. I want you to stay there for the weekend.
Richard, what is this about?
No questions.
That's a question. Look, there might be an event that will make it very dangerous to stay in the city. What are you doing?
Hi, Ashley.
No,
No.
you can't tell anybody. Okay? You can't tell anybody. You tell Ashley. You'll tell his parents. They'll call someone they love. And a panic will make this thing 1,000 times harder to stop. Now,
That's terrifying. Like, they...
you ever wonder about Fallon? I mean, what this must be like for him, living this every day? I told Alexis and my mother to get out of town. I didn't tell them why, but they knew. They wanted to tell their friends, and I told them
This guy's gotta deal with that shit every day.
I felt like a monster. And that must be some kind of hell. Feeling that all the time.
Kind of makes you wonder how many times this has happened since 9/11, and we were the ones who didn't know.
We did talk to a long-time neighbor, and they said the McCann family lived here, but it was over a decade ago. She seems to recall something about them having a son named Kevin. He went in the military.
Kevin McCann. Army Special Forces, recipient of 2 Purple Hearts and a Distinguished Service Medal during his 6
Then
tours.
what the hell is he doing?
6 tours?
6 tours?
These days.
Whoa!
Makes sense. What's a war hero doing mixed up in a terrorist plot?
Now look at me, pal. It's your theory.
Do they have an address listed?
Arlington, Virginia. Kevin McCann, the real Kevin McCann, died a couple of years back at a VA hospital from complications of wounds he suffered during combat.
That is not him.
Arlington with full honors.
So someone stole his identity.
It could be anyone, including a foreign agent.
Why would he steal Kevin McCann's identity?
Because it was convenient.
Why was it convenient? I mean, the money that was deposited into Amir's account implicated him. We tracked it back to Afghanistan. McCann served in Afghanistan. Maybe there's a link.
What kind of thing?
I don't know. Maybe this guy wasn't just stealing the identity of some random dead guy. Maybe
It meant
McCann
something.
is someone he knew, or someone he needed to be.
Contact the Pentagon and get everything you can on McCann.
Yeah, does he have access to anything?
Parents are dead, but he's got a sister in Queens.
So, what happened? My deadbeat ex got arrested again?
Actually, Miss McCann, we're here about your brother.
Yeah, I know him. It's Radford. Radford Hayes. He was in my brother's unit. They were best friends.
He assumed your brother's identity. Do you have any idea why?
No?
There's a possibility that Mr. Hayes is working with a set of extremists who are plotting against the U.S.
No.
Colleen?
Radford took me out for a beer after Kevin died, and he was angry. Angry at how everyone stopped caring about the war, like it wasn't even happening. Angry at the way politicians were treating soldiers like they were tissue paper to be used and thrown away. He thought the folks in Washington cared more about scoring political points than winning.
I mean...
What the country needed was another wake-up call. Maybe next time we'd get it right.
Okay, that sounds like...
Do you know where we can find him?
No. All I have is a cell phone number.
That's enough. We'll take it.
Can't believe we're chasing one of our own.
He's not wrong, you know. Used to be we go to war, everybody sacrifices, everybody pitches in. Now you don't even see it on the news.
Yeah.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying I understand the anger.
Well, Amir is a perfect patsy. He has a background in weapons engineering, ties to Syria, which is a hotbed for Al-Qaeda recruiting. I mean, it has...
Yeah, he's really trying
Money
to,
from
like,
Afghanistan
stir shit up now.
Taliban was involved.
We're so programmed by fear.
Yes.
People are going to believe exactly what Radford wants us to believe, that we were attacked again, and then they're going to cry out for blood.
We got it. Let's roll.
That's too easy to me. This is too easy. Oh, shit! No fucking way.
Hey! Get down! Get down! Get down! You're down! On your knees! Interlock your fingers behind your head! Tell me where it is. Where's the bomb? Where is it? Where's the bomb?
That's easy. That was way too easy.
Look, I know you're angry, and I understand. But what you're doing, what you're involved with,
I wonder if he'll even
it's not the
answer.
way.
Radford, you're a soldier. The people in this city are not your enemies.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I thought.
Look, we
I
know
thought that was
everything
what he
about
was
the
gonna...
storage facilities in Washington Heights and the warehouse.
What about it?
Well, we know that there was nuclear material in the storage facility. The bomb was assembled in the warehouse. So don't insult us and tell us you don't know anything about it.
He's wasting his time.
Why do you say that?
He's special forces. We trained for this.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
give up information. Never give up your position if you're captured. You can't brag on it. None time.
Do you see yourself as a great hero doing this for a mighty cause? You think that's how people are going to see you? Because I'll tell you right now, brother, if you let this happen, you're going to go down in history as America's greatest mass murderer. Is that what you want?
Yes, probably.
When this bomb goes off, do you think they're going to be looking at me? People will see this as an act of terrorism, so they will be looking for a terrorist.
There's a word for people like you. It's not patriot. It's traitor.
You can't blow up your own freaking country.
Powers that be have no use for a traitor.
I'm a patriot.
So when they find their terrorist, and they will find their terrorists, what do you think will happen to me? Well, let me tell you, because I know them, I know how they think. I will become a footnote in one of your files buried so far back no one will ever find it. Because anything more would be an inconvenience to their self-serving, rabble-rousing narrative. So why don't you do us all a favor and just accept the inevitable?
That's crazy.
Where's the bomb? Where's the bomb?
Fallon, no!
Where's the target, Radford?
Lower your weapon, Fallon.
Where's the target?
Fallon! Lower your weapon, now!
Not until he tells me what I want to hear.
Where is it? Lower your weapon!
You ready to go all the way?
I'm prepared to die for my country.
You're not dying for your country, you piece of shit.
Put down your weapon, now!
Why did it take them so long to get in there?
He wasn't going to break. I had a couple of days, maybe a week, not in 3 hours. We needed him to break. I saw an opening. I took it.
You violated his rights.
I can think of probably a dozen federal lawyers that would disagree with that.
Respectfully, I don't think he has rights when he does something like this. It's like,
Well, mine was.
Yeah, well, I was pretty sure you weren't going to shoot me.
You know, next time I wouldn't be so sure.
fuck.
Man, is that guy take jack-all lessons, or was he born that way?
Neither. I asked my buddy at DHS about him. Turns out his wife was killed on 9/11. She wrote the second tower down. They were on the phone together when it happened.
He's right. If we don't get Radford to talk, we're dead in the water.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get him to talk is the question.
Maybe not.
Okay, I need backpack detectors spread out to the 10 most likely targets. Get the nest teams ready. Go.
Where are we in Jamal and Amir's co-conspirators?
Co-conspirators?
Why? We know that they're patsies.
Remember what Radford said about the bomb going off? He said we will find our terrorists. But with Jamal and Amir out of the picture.
They're gonna try to pin it on someone else.
Somebody
Oh my
related.
god. Oh, the
Get
wife!
locations on all known associates
Possibly.
of Amir and Jamal al-Habi. I don't care if we've dismissed them before. Anybody of Middle Eastern origin or descent.
That's Fallon's surveillance guy.
Oh my god.
Naziha. Naziha! Naziha!
They already have the letter.
It's gone. So is the kid. What?
Found this on the table.
Well, that bar got us good at growing Chloe thinks the forces of the infidel. She's their new terrorist. They're gonna have her set off the bomb.
These ones are canvassing neighbors. The one who saw the abduction.
What about the traffic cams?
They're both less than 2 hours left. They'll have to go through all the footage.
Where's Montgomery?
See, now, I don't know if they would actually,
City emergency response teams, just in case.
you know,
Mobilize FEMA with full radiation.
set the bomb off, or
By air in the city.
not.
Yes, sir.
Evan Bauer and Jack Cochran, their families say they've been on a fishing trip since last week.
What do we know about them?
Well, Bauer is a weapons specialist and Cochran did a tour of explosive ordnance disposal.
And the EOD guy would know how to build a bomb.
All right, get a team together. Crawl up these guys' asses with a microscope. Phone records, financials, anything. Get a location.
I'm kind of stressing.
We find these guys, you know what we're gonna see? Nothing. We're running out of time. Get nest in the air.
You know how crazy it would be for like the remainder of the season and
Ground teams can make a move.
They're,
if they set the bomb off?
But, I don't think you're gonna like it.
Make the call.
All you gotta do is drive it where we said, park it, and walk away. You do that for us, we'll return your baby, and we can all go on with our lives. But you should know, there's a camera on the driver's side. If you do anything stupid, we'll know. Not if you understand.
This is crazy.
I find in my business it's important to keep up with current events.
And I'm sure that your country would do everything in its power to avoid a terrible misunderstanding if somehow Amir or his wife Naziha were mistakenly believed to be involved in an act of domestic terrorism.
I would say it's in both our interests.
Okay.
You also mentioned that Amir was a special interest to you.
We at the Syrian consulate wanted to make sure he liked his new home, so yes, we checked in with him from time to time.
And what about Naziha? Did you check in on her?
Under the circumstances, we thought it would be appropriate to send her condolences.
You had her under surveillance, didn't you? Where is she?
Mr. Fallon, the Syrian consulate is strictly a diplomatic mission. Certainly not the business of spying on U.S. citizens.
Okay, but... Huh?
However, if you were to happen by a red brick industrial building on the corner of 158th Street and Franklin, I do not think you'd be wasting your time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment.
No freaking way. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, she's driving right now.
The baby's fine.
Where's Nasia?
Guys?
Over here.
Does that say 21 minutes?
Camera frame is too tight. We can't.
The problem is that she's in a different colored van.
Well, I guess it's all up to him.
You should not have taken Broadway.
It's the most direct route to Midtown.
Yeah, but it's not the fastest. We should go.
Castle, would you please stop telling me how to drive?
I'm not telling you how
You
to
are
drive.
telling me how to drive.
Nazia's husband was a cabbie.
So?
Broadway slows down in the 70s through Midtown. She would know that the fastest way is West End to 11th and then cut crosstown on 48.
Okay, why 48th and not 46?
Because 46 has construction on it. Turn here.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I really don't know if they're gonna stop it or not.
Broadway. I'm turning around.
No, turn around. It's the wrong bit.
Castle, how do you know?
There.
She doesn't know that you gotta say that.
No, we've got her. She's okay. Dispatch, this is 1 Lincoln 40. We found the bomb on 55th and 11th.
Oh my fucking god. A minute? Ah!
Dispatch, that's about 2 minutes too late.
Stand by. We don't have time to stand by.
Fallon, you have any idea how to defuse a bomb?
1 minute.
Or 55th and 11th?
No, I'd have to see it. Can you send a picture?
Yeah, hold on. It's uploading right now.
45 seconds.
You got it?
Yeah, it's opening. It's opening now.
As long as they're standing there, it's not gonna go off.
30 seconds.
I can't see anything! Sorry. I'm sorry.
Just pull the red wire. Blue wire. Yellow wire.
Castle!
He should get an award for that, honestly.
You should have seen his face because he stopped, he looked at me, he grabbed all the wires and then he just yanked them.
All of them? I figured one of them had to be the right one.
You know, the mayor wants to give you guys a medal. I didn't have the heart to tell him you had no clue what you were doing.
Captain's right. You guys don't know how lucky you are.
Actually, I do.
Can I talk to you two for a second?
He says it in such a... Can I talk to you two for a second?
I just want you two to know the U.S. Attorney's Office is going to be charging him with multiple counts of conspiracy to commit terror. Thanks to you two, we won't have to add murder of innocent New Yorkers to that allegation.
Well, we were just doing our job. Actually, I was doing my job. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Listen, what I do is not who I am. It's just how I have to be. I hope you both understand that.
Why don't we just say it was a pleasure? And that we hope that we don't have to do it again.
Fair enough.
If it does happen again, though, maybe you could just text me. Have a code word. Run.
I hope he just randomly texts you. Run.
You know, I was thinking maybe
Bad timing.
I should go home, get some rest. Long day. Good night.
Good night.
Boyfriend. What a two-parter. Oh my god. It's always great though when there's a bomb ticking down that's gonna just destroy so much, kill so many people, and the two literal main characters of the entire series are right there defusing it. You're like, oh, we're good. Nothing's gonna happen. That thing's not going to go off. And even if it were to hit 0, it'll have some kind of like malfunction because they can't die. So, that was great. I did like that. I liked the two-parter. That was good. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. Getting close to the end of Season 3. See y'all next time.